Yeah, so I mean, I just kind of started when I was around 6 years old. It was pretty much just playing house hockey down in Elmira. I mean, nothing really too serious. Just going out and having fun with my friends. So, I mean, it was my brother who really kind of got me into the sport. He was huge into it, and I mean, that kind of meant that I was in a hockey rink every weekend. So, I mean, kind of through him, I fell in love with it, and I mean, it's really helped us bond throughout the years.
I understand he's been a little bit of an inspiration to you as well, because his career kind of got cut short.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about that, if you could.
Yeah, I mean, he was born with genital hip dysplasia, unfortunately missed by the doctors, and so when he was 18 years old, he was forced to get double hip replacement surgery. So I mean, that put an end to his playing career, and I mean, I know he'd love to get the opportunity to do something like this, or even just be able to go out on the ice again. So I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it makes you really kind of open your eyes and realize how lucky you are to have some of the opportunities that you do. And I mean, he's my biggest fan and my best friend. So.
How much do you talk to him after games, before games?
Yeah, I mean, I talk to him all throughout, just about every day. I mean, he always sends me a good luck text before games, and I always talk to him after, just kind of talking about it and how it went. So, I mean, he trains me throughout the summer, and I mean, he's the one that really gets me ready for stuff like this, and I mean, I have a lot to thank him for. I didn't say anything to him. He's pretty good at it, so I'm actually not really sure what his final score was, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty impressive. So he's a good athlete. I mean, I think it's just obvious, when he's kind of going from post to post and his flexibility. I mean, if you look at him off the ice, I mean, his legs are pretty huge, and I mean, you can tell how forceful he is when he's really getting and pushing over. So, I mean, I think that really kind of makes a difference for him, just being able to get from post to post really quick. And I mean, obviously his reflexes are extremely fast. He'll show you a little opening in the net and then take it away pretty quick. So he's a tough guy to score on. Yeah, I think a big thing with our team it was filled with skill. Especially you got guys like Husey and Turks and Zegers and those guys, and I think for me it was seeing how hard they pushed each other and themselves, whether it was in games or in practice. I think their skill speaks for itself, but I mean their work ethic is on another level, and I mean I think that really pushed me to be my best and push them too. So.
What would you say is the biggest area of improvement in your game this year?
I'd say probably my 200-foot game. I think throughout the past year I was really able to develop that skill. Just doing things like penalty killing and being a guy that you can rely on late in games to win a faceoff and get the puck out of the zone. So I think that was crucial for my team, and I did a pretty good job at it. So. And
what about areas that you identified that you want to work on this summer to take a step forward?
Yeah, a big thing for me is kind of just little inside plays. Just kind of spinning off guys in a corner and attacking the net and things like that. Just add another element to my game. So I think it'll really kind of pick up my production and really just help me overall as a player.
Now these teams obviously know what you can do on the ice. In these interviews, it's an opportunity for you to showcase something else about you. Is there something in particular that you wanted teams to know about you before you leave the combine?
Yeah, I think a big thing about the interviews is you just got to go in and be yourself. I think it's kind of one of those things where you got to be an easy guy to talk to and fun to be around at the same time. So. I think all my interviews went really well. All the guys were extremely nice, and obviously it's world-class organizations out there, and they did a great job. I just kind of showed them that I'm a family-oriented kid who likes to have fun.
What was the hardest part preparing for this, whether it be just mentally, whether it be the interviews or this?
I think at the end of the day, it's just kind of the mental part. Not really thinking too much about it. I think a lot of guys, you see the nerves kind of creep in, and I think it kind of affect your interviews and your testing. So I think at the end of the day, you just get to realize that it's just a great experience, and you just got to make the most of it and do your best.
What's next for you this summer?
I'm actually going to be heading home here right after this, and I'm going to be training there all summer. I'll be out traveling around, just doing certain camps and things like that. So, I think the biggest thing for me right now is just getting home and getting some family time in. I was gone for quite a while there at the end of the season and didn't get to see them very much. So, that'll always be nice. And then, obviously, the draft coming up in about a month, so I'll be heading out to Vancouver. 27.
Was Detroit among them?
They were. Yeah, I met with them, I want to say, maybe 2 days ago. So, it was always a pleasure to meet with an organization like that. You got you have Steve Eisman, you know, sitting right in front of you asking questions. So it's once in a lifetime, and it was a lot of fun.
Would it be helpful to have you at Michigan next year after it's so close, especially with the development coaches?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, if you go to any organization, you know, it's world class, and I mean, it's an honor. So, I mean, obviously, playing for an organization like that would be amazing. But I remember we came to a game. I want to say it might have been 2 or 3 years ago now, and it was the first time we ever got to see Eichel in the Sabres jersey, and they were playing against Carolina, and there's about like 3, 4, 5 seconds left in the game. He kind of came down, and everybody stood up on their feet. I mean, he slid it 5-hole and won the game with about a second left. So, I mean, I think it's pretty awesome, you know, the hype that he's created around himself here, and I mean, how much the fan base really loves him. So, I mean, it was pretty exciting to watch in person. I did, yeah. I met with them earlier in the week, and that went great. You know, obviously a world-class organization as well, and I mean, it was awesome.
What was the internal competition like on the NCAA this year?
Yeah, you know, I think I kind of alluded to that earlier. You know, just saying how hard the guys competed. I mean, I think everybody's skill kind of spoke for itself. You know, I mean, obviously you saw the success that we had throughout both years, and I think it can really be contributed to how hard we worked on the ice in practice. You know, I mean, we were always battling and pushing each other to be our best. I mean, I think it even goes to the shooting room before practice in the weight room. You know, everybody's pushing each other, trying to get as much as you can out of your teammates. So, I mean, everything was a competition for us, and everybody wanted to win. So it was a lot of fun.
For a player like yourself, like, are there kind of pros and cons? Because if you played for another USHL team, you might have been like the number 2 center, or maybe the number 1 center. How do you sort of think about the pros and cons of being on such a deep line?
Yeah, you know, I think at the end of the day, I mean, I think, you know, more opportunities would have presented themselves if I had gone somewhere else, you know, but at the end of the day, I have no regrets with how I kind of handled the last 2 years. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else except for the development program. You know, I loved each and every one of my teammates. My coaches were amazing. I mean, I think as far as I've come, you know, not only as a player but as a person these past 2 years is something I couldn't have gotten anywhere else. You know, I think if I had left, you know, that would almost been the easiest route for me. I think at the end of the day, the program really pushed me and kind of forced me to make these adjustments and these strides in my game. So, I mean, I have no regrets, and I think overall, you know, how far I've come as a complete player has been pretty amazing. So there's